E3 is an event where game publishers or developers can announce games. Whether an indie dev or a AAA studio, this is a pretty significant event to the video games industry. This year's E3 conferences start at June 8th, and I'm excited about it. I love to see what developers announce, and I find out what games I can expect for the rest of the year. It gets me excited about my favorite games. But with every event, there are hopes of mine, things I want to see or games I wish to know more about, and that's what this video is about, my top 5 things I want to see at E3. At number 5, we have Xenoblade Chronicles X Switch port. I love most of Xenoblade 2 on the Switch and the first couple hours of Xenoblade 1. I haven't completed the first game just yet, but I still wish for a Xenoblade Chronicles X Switch port. The fact that Xenoblade X is an open world RPG game would make it perfect for the Switch. You could pick up the game anytime, do some exploring, and set it back down. I never really played the game because of the fact it was released on the Wii U, but I really want to play it. I think this would be a perfect game to port on the Switch just because how big the game is, but at the same time it could be a struggle to port. Now, I really don't know that much about the Xenoblade X, so I'm not going to talk about it for too long, but I think this would be great because then I don't have to take out the Wii U. I think it also makes a good fit because they have been releasing Xenoblade content for these last 2 years for when the Switch has been out, so to keep the trend this would be a really cool addition. And at number 4, I hope Bethesda responds to Fallout 76. I know Fallout 76 wasn't the best game, the controversy on Bethesda's part really didn't help the game, but god I wish this game was better. I still have strong hopes that Bethesda can fix this game. I really want to see Todd Howard go on stage and apologize for all the mistakes and then say that they fixed everything, but that's not that realistic here. Anyways, for those people living under a rock, Fallout is a post-apocalyptic open-world RPG. The game is well known for its lore and story, and while Fallout 76 had a story, it didn't really make players happy with the decision to have only robot NPCs. After that, the game kept getting what seemed like worse and worse to some people, like the game-breaking bugs in the beta and the actual release, and even the controversy with the Power Armor edition. It really sucks seeing this happen. What I really hope is that Bethesda owns up to their mistakes and makes things right. I want them to show off a new improved version of Fallout 76, one with mostly everything fixed. Show off some new features and changes. Show what people want, and then maybe people would be excited to play the game again. I think the game has vaults on the map. I was really hoping they would have added them pretty early on, but I went on and checked and you still can't access them. The game does have a new thing called repair kits, which is pretty controversial, which is like a way to repair weapons if you don't have materials to do it. I will say after playing the game again for this video, I haven't needed to buy repair kits. I have a lot of materials I find in the world which allows me to upgrade and repair. Pretty much I haven't been forced into buying something with a premium currency, and I have been enjoying the game quite a bit, so it would be exciting to see what Bethesda says about this. My third thing I want to see at E3 this year is Watch Dogs 3. Lately, I love Ubisoft, so I'm pretty excited for what they have to show this E3. I love a lot of their open world games. Lately, I've been playing Assassin's Creed 3 on the Switch, and it's my first for that series. I also loved playing Far Cry 5 and New Dawn, but I also loved Watch Dogs 2, and I want more. What I'm hoping Ubisoft does in E3 is announce Watch Dogs 3. Watch Dogs is an open world game where you're a hacker or whatever you call it, and use an exploit called CTOS. It gives you access to almost everything in the city or town. Normally you go around and complete missions, but in Watch Dogs 2, I had a lot of fun in the multiplayer part of the game. Exploring the world with a friend made it tons of fun. I also loved some of the updates they released as well for the multiplayer. Finding out some glitches during the multiplayer was pretty fun as well. I would really love if Watch Dogs 3 was bigger. I had heard some rumors about it, and I'm pretty okay with what seems to be happening with the game. And at number 2, we have Astral Chain. When I first saw this game during the February Nintendo Direct, I thought it was a Xenoblade game. Aside from that, I'm pretty excited about this game. Astral Chain is a game made by Platinum Games and is going to be released on the Nintendo Switch on August 30th of 2019. The game is about creatures who invade the world and you must fight against them using a Legion, which acts like a partner. The story takes place in a city and the player is a part of a police unit that fights those creatures. One cool thing about the game is when looking it up in the Nintendo eShop, you can see that the number of players is up to 2 players. So I'm guessing you could play this game with a friend. So far it doesn't say the game is online, so I believe it will be couch co-op, but that could change. I'm hoping during E3 we get some more info about this game because we really don't know a lot about it. I love the aesthetic of the game and I want some more gameplay details, like if the game's gonna be story heavy. Honestly, I can't wait to be able to play this game when it comes out in August. And at number 1 we have Animal Crossing Switch. During the September 13th Direct, it was announced that Animal Crossing would be released on the Switch in 2019, and oh boy, I'm excited. If you don't know, Animal Crossing is a life simulation game. The series has a couple of games already out there, but the latest main series game was New Leaf. In New Leaf, you mostly go around helping out your animal villages and collect cash to build public works projects or use it for your house. I do really hope that Nintendo shows off Animal Crossing during E3 this year because I really want the game to be released very soon. It would be a great game for the Switch just because Animal Crossing is that type of game where you check back every day and complete various tasks. I'm also hoping for more things to do in the game because after a couple months I start to get bored because everything is almost the same every day. The animals start saying the same lines of text and it just ruins the immersion after that. I do have some couple things I would love to see in Animal Crossing, so let me talk about some now. First of all, I think it would be nice to add some features from Pocket Camp. One thing I would love from Pocket Camp is the RV van. I think it would be nice to have another thing to customize in the Switch game aside from your home. So maybe giving the players an RV to add furniture in would be very nice. They could also use the RV as a way to make players travel to other towns. Then once a player joins a town, they could show off their RV to other players. I think this would be a nice small little feature to add to sort of bring something to show from your own town. They could also add stuff from Happy Home Designer. Like what if you could work as a home designer in the actual game as well? I loved the customization in Happy Home Designer a ton. There was an outdoor lawn you could add stuff to, and it would be really cool to see that in an Animal Crossing title. Anyways, that's pretty much it. I can't wait for E3 and I'm super excited to see what will be announced and what I will be able to play in the coming year. Since this is pretty much the end of the video, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. We've also had a lot of subscribers recently this week, so that's really cool. Thank you guys. Also, if you do love this content, consider subscribing to the channel. And I'll see you guys later. Thanks.